Up-to-date minis. Until next session.
God damn it.
Penis joke.
Thank you. There's the obligatory penis joke. And welcome back for another episode of Efferia Unshattered, the Black Sheep. I am your Dungeon Master Nerd Hala. When last we met Arapsis, what happened? You are muted.
We finally found Rog. And, well, they were at least sleeping with the sunshine blanket that Wenrish had made them in this time before being disposed. So that was at least a positive. They had left themselves something to be able to heal in these dark times. After that, we were introduced to Rog's host, whose name in this moment completely evades me.
Luna Silva.
Luna Silva.
See, this is why I don't do these sorts of things. Names are my weakness, as I have misnamed the person that is my revenge person roughly 5 times. So, what we ended up with after that was finding out that our wonderful host was a seer of dreams. In that moment, some of us got to see our best dreams, others got to see their worst nightmares. Others got to see things more neutrally. But we had a discussion about things that we wish to do, things that we wish to do in Moonladrien, and people that we wish to no longer see another breathing day. And we got permission, so that was wonderful. Then we made sure to point out that, well, a certain friend of ours stated that they were unable to believe in their wings unless it was something that they could see. And, well, if our host was someone who worked with dreams, I had a wonderful idea about exactly how they would be able to see them. And lo and behold, I'm not just a pretty face. I was right.
I don't believe him.
Now you've seen them. You can no longer deny them. That was your word.
But object permanence we determined was a thing.
It's canon
Look,
now.
I cannot attest to humankind's mentalness to be a toddler in this moment, but I unfortunately don't have that sort of problem. So, after that, our wonderful host opened up a door and we went to what's inside the door. Oh, look, a bunch of treasure. These things won't be missed. Goodbye.
And that's where we pick up now is you've been offered a place to stay for a long rest, should you need it. And you were left alone in the hoard room.
I'm not touching anything.
Let's see. Arapsis got a fun new staff. Dustin got some swanky new armor, and Uldren got some weird box.
I got a box.
Oh, yes, and we're also offered some fun tea.
Well, technically, it was all tea. Oh, and we traded a certain, shall we say, art collection to them?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the books.
Oh, yeah.
Private art
books.
collection.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Kat's going to miss those. I hope
Well,
not anyway.
some of it were their personal journals, so they might.
Mm.
You don't really know how one keeps their journals. They might be alphabetized, digitized, left in a perfect rank to be perused at different times. You never know.
But Dustin, looking at the amount of materials here and what you generally could appraise, you would guess that there's a minimum of about 2 million gold's worth of coin and items in this room.
That is a lot.
Yes, but do you need it?
No, I've never seen this much in one place.
Ah, well, that much I can definitely understand. But in
Technically,
this,
neither have I, and I've been in this room before.
So there's
Uldren,
been more.
Uldren, roll me a
Well,
perception check.
there was less at the time. There's more now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So there is more now.
Yeah.
Where'd it come from?
Oh, that's low. 14.
You're looking along the walls, and you notice that occasionally there's a panel or two that don't quite match the pattern of the others. Something is slightly askew. Like they don't quite line up.
Hmm. I'm guessing it's not something that was there last time I was here.
Not that you recall, no.
I want to have a closer look, but just looking. I'm not touching or anything. I'm just having, like, kind of a closer inspection.
Okay, what's your passive investigation?
Now it's 15.
Okay.
Vax? No.
Cat? No. You
It's Vax
notice
holes in the walls.
you notice there's something behind this statue seems the most off of all of the panels.
Hmm. If I look at it closer, what seems to be off about it, like specifically?
The pattern doesn't quite line up. It seems a little newer, a little cleaner.
Hmm. Very tempted to investigate closer, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel like we're already pushing the limits of hospitality here. I don't want to fuck up the new paint job.
What do you mean?
well, look at it this way. We're here to take care of some pests in her backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why we were given access to this room in the first place.
And she knows what's here. She did not limit that action, merely made some of the things within it not obvious. It's not her lying or hiding it from us, per se. She merely gave access to a room that has some hidden secrets. It's up to you to find them.
And specifically told you not to steal anything.
Mm-hmm.
We're borrowing.
I don't think she would see it the same way.
I mean, we could always leave something as collateral.
And that's when I was actually, that's where Erasmus was like this, and then you said that, and they were like,
I mean, I don't need an extra 75 pounds of armor to carry around with me.
no, no, no. It must be magical.
Hmm.
This is
Well,
going
you
to
were
eat
right
at me
in
for the
one thing.
next 50 years. But I will leave it alone. And I'm actually going to walk out of the throne room because this is going to eat at me for the next 50 years.
Rapsis looks at the Phoenix illusion and sets the blood spear.
Okay. Go ahead and remove that from your inventory then.
I never needed the blood spear for removing the damage from werewolves. I have a silver whip.
Whip it, whip it.
Yeah, but the spear gives you extra health.
Yeah, if I kill something. And in this situation, I've not been the one needing extra health.
I don't know what you
Ever.
mean.
I'm like, in almost every situation, I've taken the least damage out of all of us. So
Uldren is like, I don't know what you mean. Walks away limping, ribs cracking against each other.
Right.
That's true, because you still have 2 levels of exhaustion.
And half my hit points.
Yeah. Mhm. I'm just chilling here. All my HP, all my hit dice.
You see?
Good
And there
for
we
you.
go.
can relate.
Now, I've not stolen something. I've exchanged.
I'm gonna go look for a door that is not locked that will lead to a bedroom.
Back the
So I
way that
can
you came in,
collapse.
so, like, remember where you found Rog, like, down this way?
Yeah.
Well,
The map is dark.
Right.
I'll move you 2, hold on.
I want to go sleep like a bat in a room.
Bat!
No, I want to do the Lost Boys, like, sleep from the ceiling.
Yeah, you're
Uldren's gonna
able...
do the Witcher thing. Just crouch down in front of the fire and just meditate for 8 fucking hours straight.
There we go.
Dustin, what's your passive insight?
Insight?
Mm-hmm.
15.
Something seems a little off with Uldren.
When is that not true?
Good point.
More off? Slightly increased off?
More distracted than usual.
There we go. That I can accept.
Yeah. Uldren. You all right, buddy? Seem a little antsy.
Just something that's been on my mind. Especially since Abs has kind of brought up the whole situation with Syntho and when Ilyana and I got back to Gilglen after taking care of that thorn, we had a chat and, you know, discussions kind of led to a brief talk about Miktal, and for some reason when I mentioned his name, she just suddenly gripped her head in pain.
That's unusual.
Yeah.
Huh.
I still have no idea what that's about.
don't know how well it would work, but I might be able to try and ask if there was something with that. I don't know if they would give an answer.
Well, I mean, if you need a skeleton for it, there's a big one outside.
I don't know if I would need a skeleton. Maybe just some time to talk.
You do
Chance
have
to
a
communicate.
certain scholarly disposition.
True, you do. You do have a piece of skeleton on you.
I mean, I have one in me, but you're not using that one. I'm using it.
You do raise.
Do I have anything like bony? I don't think I actually do. Do I?
The skull?
Well, other
Yeah.
than the skull. I thought you were referring to something else. My bad.
No, yeah, we were talking about the skull.
Yeah, I kind of figured that like the skull would be important, but I was like, wait, I have other bones.
I'm just imagining the aliens from Toy
When
Story.
did I get
The
those?
skull!
Right, right.
A skull. I have been chosen.
You've been touched.
Multiple times.
Don't touch me there. I mean, I don't know. I guess I could try and sit and meditate with the skull and see if I can maybe get an answer what's going on with that. I don't know. I don't know how forthcoming he would be with that kind of information.
Uldren's gonna tap the carpet next to him.
Really, I feel like with the
Other
two
one.
of you, it's like teaching children to pray. It's like you've never really done this sort of thing before.
I have more
Only
experience
once.
with stealing.
And I think about the closest we've gotten to praying to a god was the time we built a skeleton and burnt a bunch of grass and had some cheap booze for him back at the enclave.
That and I had some herbal tea on the roof back at River's Meat.
How interesting. So the two of you have always thought that it was only your own wit and power that would help lead you through the world, that there was no divine or powerful beings there to help you, that nothing would ever give you more, that there was no adventure to be had. How boring your minds are.
I prefer to think of it as I prefer making my own fate.
Well, yes, but you still don't wish for blessing. You don't wish for a better harvest, a good birthday, the passing of a loved one into the dark, to be safe. These sorts of things, never.
I mean, the last one, I guess, but the rest, not really. I just count on myself and the skills that I've learned over the years.
Even as a child,
Yeah.
you never believed in more.
Never had more.
Darling, I do believe one thing we can definitely agree on as far as past go is not exactly living in excess. So for that one, I definitely understand. I too was a bit of an orphan after my mother was murdered. So, I definitely understand living for want, but I guess when I was younger, part of the thing that determined my path was the stories that we had all heard. Fairy tales, if you will. But religions are really not much different when you think of it. So it
Hmm?
is peculiar to me that you, both of you, just never had that, despite understanding that darkness. It's interesting.
I mean, and I'm kind of like waving a hand at the fireplace, like dimming down the flames, and like I kind of learned to make a home there.
Until the last year or so, I've never really had any concept of a god even interacting with this world. I knew they existed, just
Well,
they were out
yes,
there, we were out here.
but I believe that that is the definition of faith, is it not? You don't
I
have to
think,
actually know.
yeah, I think that's the difference between knowing and believing.
Exactly. But also, Uldren, you say something there, but I don't believe that you truly have done that. You say that you've made the darkness your home. My father would definitely argue that the darkness is one that is meant to be lonely. You once told me that it's not making our homes, it's not letting something control us, it's using them as a weapon. You use the darkness as a weapon.
Well, like I said, I learned to make my home there. That doesn't mean I don't leave the house every now and then. Maybe pick the flames back up.
Hmm?
Or maybe someone else convinced you to leave.
Bit of both, I suppose.
Hmm?
And that's just the thing. The journey has changed us. I would like to believe, mostly for the better. But sometimes you still just have to have faith. Even if it's just in yourself. Like, looks dead at Dustin while saying that.
I mean, I never really didn't have faith in myself. Faith in the gods, that's another story.
Well, then I would ask you where you lost it along the way.
Probably right about when the gods started getting involved.
Well, that is an interesting answer.
I know I have faith in you both, in my abilities, and in our little dysfunctional family back at Gilglen.
Yeah. Family is nice. Especially
Well,
when you get to choose
Dustin,
them. Hmm.
if you have wings, if you are a descendant of wings, if you will,
Hmm.
doesn't that make you connected to the gods directly?
I don't know. I've never really known anybody with wings. So just the concept of having them is a bit of a tough, tough medicine to swallow. I was trying to think of something because I don't know if they have pills in Efferia.
Sure.
Tough tincture to
Yeah,
paint down.
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's funny about it. You believed in your own power until those powers took on a piece of the mystical. And like a fire starts to build in their hands for a moment. And that mysticalness has made you and your logical brain lose faith. They close their fists and disappear the flame. The second the gods came in, the second the gods became infected in your life and sprinkled the mystical through, you have doubted. And now you've found that you are inseparable from that. So you started doubting yourself. Why?
Yeah, guess you could say that.
Why? Why doubt yourself, though? You had faith in yourself before, and all you've done is get more powerful.
Well, and back when all this started, I was the one with the armor. I was the one that was strong. I had the sword. I've fallen far behind. Stronger the magic becomes, the weaker the mortal seems. Just kind of puts a scale to it all.
Perhaps, but these powers are ones that mortals can wield as well. You just were not accustomed to them prior.
Yeah. But just, I can't make fire with my hands. I can't disappear into the darkness.
Points at their gun. Are you sure?
Well,
I
that's
can't
more
make
of a
fire at my hands.
that
Never
does
mind. Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, that's the gun doing that. I don't do that. Like I
Do you know
can't
how to make
I can't make
bullets?
things sprout from the ground.
Do
Then
you
you
know
can't
how to
make
make
Create a beam
bullets?
of light. Make bullets?
Do you know how to make bullets?
Yeah.
And
you made the gun.
you made the gun.
Well, I watched and helped.
You were involved.
Yeah.
You have the capacity to repair your gun, yes? That is the same. That is your skill. That is your ability. I do not have that. I cannot make fire in that way. As you all pointed out last time, my range, while larger than most, is not as great as yours.
Is it? I could
My
probably hit
fire
somebody at the end
punch
of that
is
room.
15 foot.
Ah. Yeah, I could hit somebody about twice that far away.
Exactly. Do not look at your weaknesses without looking at your strengths.
Yeah.
And I believe that the power of friendship will help us be a little bit better. You know why I think that?
What is that?
Well, let's say Uldren, right now, is the target. Let's say Uldren is much further away from you than you are right now. And Arapsis takes the new walking stick, spins it, and sets it down. And a portal appears next to you and directly behind Uldren. Do you have a better shot now?
Seems like it. That's handy.
I like to
Ooh,
call
that could be
this
fun.
the trick shots.
I will only point one caveat to this. If he's closer, so are they to him.
The portal closes. But I'm the one who owns it. And
depends
to
how
that
quick they
point,
are.
I point out that our friend is still a strong man in armor with a gun. If they get close to him, I don't see the problem as much. He's still a fighter. Putting the enemy next to the fighter is still not a bad thing. I don't see the issue.
I guess it's just been a while since we've seen him in hand to hand.
Well, yes, because he was too slow and he was running. And I moved much faster, so it was a little uneven. So then he didn't have to run, and that was better. But in this situation, we still cannot forget he can get hit. It is okay. He's not made of glass.
Not anymore.
I
Flashes
think you have
back
the
to
highest
session
HP
1.
total.
I had the highest HP in session 1 too, and I was the first one out in round 1.
In one hit.
What
The
do you
crit.
mean?
Thinking back to the Spire, we could make him more mobile as well.
How do you mean?
Well, if half of you hangs out of the bag, I can run around. And you can shoot everything quickly.
I'm going to say that would
That
still
is
slow your
Ah.
speed.
Oh no.
You would also still need to be able to hold me still because, kind of just like half hanging out of the bag, just kind of, bouncing around as you're
So
running.
what we're saying is that we have to get some sort of harness to strap you on the back of him to help secure you down a little bit better. Help really lock you in place so you don't bounce around too much.
Yeah, we need like a knapsack of holding.
Baby Bjorn of holding.
Something. It reminds me of something that I saw back in Nymorn way back. Something Bjorn.
Something.
Dark side. Something complete.
You're dropping cards.
Stop it.
Well, then, as far as I see it, we've got tactic trick shot and tactic mobile turret.
Or I can just, toss the bag and he comes out.
Tactic hand grenade. I like this. Yes. This works.
As long as we're not high up.
It's alright, you can fly.
Does the bag take falling damage?
Ooh.
I haven't exactly dropped it, so I'm not sure.
I'm not going to guinea pig that.
Well, I was thinking more of a situation of, well, what if you gave me the bag and you both got in, and I held the bag, turned into mist, went into a room, came out of mist, and dropped you both into it.
How often can you do that, Mist? Is that like
Yes.
once a day?
It's only a 2-foot
Yeah.
diameter, so you'd have to come out one at a time.
Yeah.
And
That's,
it's
I mean,
hanging
yes, it
out
would
of
be
a
like
pocket
a
plane as
one,
well, so.
2. All right. But it's still a, hey, look, we can get anywhere, is my point. Like, if that is the case, I could put you both in any room, anywhere, at any time.
There's
Now,
one
with
downside
portals.
to this as well, is that only half of it was mapped, so it still takes an action to take one thing out of the bag. So it would
Yes.
take 2 turns to get 2 people out of it.
Oh no.
Surprise
It can
werewolf!
go bad very quick in 2 turns.
Yes. Just,
You just see Arabs is holding up the bag and it's teeth.
Only I could
Kindly
teach you guys
place
how to do
your
this.
head into the bag.
Why, yes, Walkerin. I brought you your sacrifice right here. Just reach into the bag. That's it. A little further.
Just imagine that's
Oh,
how the
yay,
campaign
I'm a
ends. We literally just throw
sacrifice.
Baccarin into the bag and just close it.
Yeah. That's just the downside that she could rip it from the inside out.
Well, boo. Otherwise, I was going to say that's even better because then it's Walkerin, I've come to bargain.
Hmm. Interesting.
Well, then I say that you two should sleep on believing in yourselves a little bit, think a bit more on tactics, and let's get some bloody rest.
Yeah, Dustin, come sit your ass down and talk to Miktal about why he's bothering my wife.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
What you got against my wife?
Are you casting
Otherwise,
commune or
I'm-
divination?
Create commune,
Otherwise,
what?
I'm gonna have to
Not
pull
the
a Will
create commune. You...
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
um. Hmm.
Because it'll determine how many questions you can ask and what kind of answers I can
Yeah.
give.
Right. It's like commune. I can get yes or no questions. Divination is more like a single question about a goal or activity. I think it would probably lean more towards commune.
Okay. So three yes or no questions.
Okay. First question I can think of after sitting kind of in silence, contemplating my skull orb. Is there, outside of, the expected connection between a mortal being and the god of death, some kind of connection between you and Ilyana?
Yes.
Oh no!
Oh no! Now Grim's the
Dang it,
DM.
Discord.
We
I am
win.
Arapsis.
I'm Dustin. All right. Next question. How caked up is no? Never mind.
Bakarin dies. You guys win. The end.
Okay.
I'm tempted to waste a question on like being kind of like a dumb question, but like it would kind of make sense in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me more?
No.
Will you eventually reveal that connection and possibly the cause of why your name brings her pain?
Yes.
Good enough for me. Nap time.
We go, Jesus.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm the
Yeah, just
DM
like
again. Huzzah!
all of the cameras froze and everything was dead silent, and I'm like,
Oh.
Yeah, and everything else was
Yeah.
working just fine. It was just Discord.
Curse you, Discord.
Been there before.
Yeah, that's why I was
Quick
like,
now.
I got to be Dustin I got to be Dustin for a second.
Yeah.
I was the DM. Bakarin died, and we all won.
Whee! We won. We won
Yay.
D&D. Huzzah! All right. So,
It,
Dustin, do you want to repeat the 3 questions, and I'll repeat the 3 answers?
All right. Question 1. Is there a connection between you being Miktal and Ilyana outside of the normal expected connection between a mortal creature and the god of death?
Yes.
Can you tell me more?
No.
Damn. Will
tell
you
me more?
eventually reveal to us what that connection is and if it is the reason why there is some causing pain to her at the mention of your name?
Yes.
Good enough to me.
Good enough for you.
I mean, I'm basically napping at this point. In the
Do
meditation.
you reveal any of this to Uldren?
Well, it depends. Is Uldren currently meditating as well? Like, is this like long rest time for them?
Yes.
Uldren is basically like he's in position to meditate, but if you listen close, there's a subtle snoring coming from Uldren.
Okay, so
And he's
Uldren is
swaying
not
a little
conscious.
bit. He is out. He's fucking tired.
What? 2 levels of exhaustion? Never.
He's the tiredest elf in all of Efferia.
Oh, Raps has found the bed.
Which is funny, yeah, because Arapsis was actually walking out there to be like, hey, why did you... Ah, he's already asleep. Okay, fine. Puff.
Yeah. He needs rest.
All
I'll
right,
tell him
and
in
you
the
can
morning.
all mark down a long rest.
Woo.
As the
I'm
rest
gonna
of
mark
the
down
as
2.
as the no, you get 1 rest.
You mean I can't do my 4-hour meditation plus 4-hour meditation for an 8-hour?
Correct.
Dustin and Aropsis need?
Yes, because you can only take 1 rest per 24 period.
Yeah. 1 long rest.
The max on my token is wrong.
I'll fix that. Hold on.
Yeah, and I think
So
my
you-
health is no longer tied. Like my health and AC are no longer tied to.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
probably haven't. I don't know why
Yeah.
it's. We'll fix that
Because I
later.
was like, I didn't roll great. I'm not much higher than I was, but I'm still higher.
It's probably because I haven't updated it since you leveled.
Yeah.
So,
Makes sense.
we'll
Yeah.
take care of that later.
That's not okay.
Or hold on, let me see. I think I have to do it on your. Oh, I would have to go in and like edit your character sheets. Let me see if I can change.
That's okay. The green bar is now my health, and the red one is my passive perception. It's fine.
Okay, hold on. There's a Rapsis. Oh, I figured it out.
Yay!
Andy.
My passive perception and my armor class are the same, though.
Are they supposed to be?
No, I mean literally.
I wish mine were.
Mine are I have a
Oh.
17 as both my passive perception and my AC.
Gotcha.
I wish I had a 26.
Nice.
I'll have to take care of Uldren's outside of game. Apparently, I did not update
That's
his.
fine.
I was gonna say your passive is stupid. That's why you wish it was the same.
Yeah.
I think
If-
I'm doing pretty damn good, thank you. As I'm like just wearing a jacket. I'm
If you-
naked with a
you
17
give me-
AC. Thank you.
If you give me token edit permissions, I can fix it real quick. I have learned since last time,
You should.
thanks to the.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not letting me change it. So, but just use the green bar. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. You all wake up from a long rest. Comfortable. Some of you
Kinda
still a
tired.
little more tired than others.
Making myself yawn.
Don't do that. I'm still trying to wake up. Anyway, go ahead.
I've been awake for 16 hours. Eventually, I sleep.
14. But yes. Or no, 16. I can do math. Same.
Yay, math.
Math! All right.
Well-
So, Uldren, you would remember a passage to get out of here, different from the way that you came in, and you know that it leads to the sewers of Moonladrien. You would exit this room and then go right. And there is a stairwell that leads down into some underground vaults.
Yeah. We can do a walk and talk about our game plan on the way.
All right. Luna Silva and Rog are dead asleep when you guys head out. They do not they do not wake at all.
Well, I guess the first question that we should ask in all of this is, did you have a plan for getting your daughter out?
Well, first we need to figure out what the city is like right now. So we're gonna need to take some time to observe. Last time I was here, there were quite a few guard patrols, and they had displacer beasts to help. We're not going to want to go in through the front door, because if we do, we're going to have the entire city falling down on us. And having maybe one or two allies in the Crescent, one at most, and even then kind of tenuous, is not going to be enough. The plan remains to take out Sidian, just not right as soon as we get into the city. We need to take our time with this and deal with problems one by one without
Yes,
pushing
your
all
daughter.
the dominoes down.
Your daughter is the priority.
Agreed.
That's why I asked you first.
Could we see the map
I
of the
agree.
city real quick?
Yeah.
I'll just hold it up while we walk.
I agree that gathering information is important here. But I also feel as though I don't need to point out.
Are
I
you
stick
coming
out
in
here.
from this direction?
I will more than likely still stick out here.
Oh, absolutely. Do you have a hood or something?
Well,
Because you're kind of a lighthouse right now.
yes, I can. The flames, that can end.
Okay.
But I'm still a demonic vampire. Like, that's just problem one. I'm still a demon vampire.
You're a demon vampire. He's a human. I'm an elf who's maybe just at this point a 10th from here. It's gonna be complicated for all of us.
You're the bloody king!
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna support my claim.
I
So
didn't vote for him.
Well,
I can
yes,
be
but
the king
normally-
of the jail cell.
Yes. Yes, but you see there, that is where it's a little different. I believe you might be the king of the jail cell, whereas I might be the lord of the stake.
Steak sounds good.
You are not helping.
It does. It does.
My
Anyway.
bloody point is that we are not on equal footing. I cannot simply waltz into the city. You look a little normal here versus the rest of us. Yes?
And they won't even be able to see me most of the time.
I mean, I
But-
have heard that one does not simply walk into Moonladrien without appointment.
That's true. They are always ever watching. But we need to figure out guard patterns and the likes. Get into the building where they're keeping her, and if my suspicions are correct, get any kind of mind control off of Anara. If there is mind control at play, it should be relatively easy to, get her to come with us and out of that building at the very least. If
Well,
not, we'll have to figure out on the spot.
I know this isn't normally your way of going about things, but in a pinch, you could say that I can be convincing enough that, well, I believe only my father can argue. My natural talents have now been enhanced by certain vampiric abilities as well. Just as no one can read my mind unless I allow them to, I can also affect others just a little bit more.
I think we keep that as a last recourse because I'd rather use mind control on our enemies.
Well, it's I have a plus 14 persuasion.
Yeah.
Could be handy.
Yeah, that's where I have double proficiency and a +4 stat bonus.
Double
and
proficiency,
an
i.e.,
extra bonus.
expertise.
Yeah.
No, yes. I
Yeah.
have expertise on it from Ranger, but the vampire thing specifically says to give you expertise in persuasion and deception, and
Okay.
if you already have expertise, gain an additional +2.
Damn. Okay.
So that's why my persuasion is a +14, because I
Gotcha.
currently have double +4 proficiency, +2 plus a +4 stat bonus. I can persuade better than we should humanly be capable of. That's why Rapsis said only my father can argue with my persuasion at this point.
Yup.
Like,
Fair.
and my stats are not close to max, actually. It's a silly thing that this specific type of ranger gets a silly way to boost their charisma stats without having a high charisma.
Okay. So what is the plan here? Where are we going? We going down through the vaults and then to the sewers? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
'Kay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think when we get there, there's two options. We either go straight for the building where they're keeping Anara, or we go have a talk with Alora, pretty much our one maybe confirmed ally in the city. I could reach out to her with a parchment, tell her to meet us somewhere, and get some information about what's actually going on in the city right now. And then
I believe that's
we
the
go
better
from
one.
there. Yeah.
I'm in favor of allies.
I'm in favor of us not wandering around blindly looking for them.
Here, Dustin, you got a shiny new armor. Let me
Do what now, huh?
Oh, I did the thing.
You got it.
Yeah.
God.
You've got shiny new armor. Let me.
Piece of shit.
There it is.
You've got shiny new armor. Let me use your back for a second.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
it's
write
chainmail, so good luck.
At least he's not in werewolf form, so it's just like hands on your shoulders. Hold still.
How are you
boy.
holding that pencil? Wait, that's not a pencil.
Oh, the pencil's on your shoulder. That's your thigh.
I immediately regret.
Anyway, I'm gonna write to Alora. Uldren here. We're coming to town. Meet us in the town park. We need to talk.
Okay.
Maybe a time.
Look, we're
as
down to
soon
one
as
parchment.
possible.
Just rubbing temples.
Could you mention it before the parchment disappears?
All right.
Literally, as soon as you said it, I was like, wait, I'm muted, fuck!
However, you do not get a reply.
I'm gonna assume that she got it and she'll meet us there. It's, I mean, we're not gonna come out of the sewers in the park. We're gonna come out close by and have a look. And, if there's like 50 guards in the park,
Like
we're
maybe
not
over
gonna
here
go
in the
there.
trees.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I don't want to meet them directly outside of those houses. You are correct.
And, if the park is full of cops, we're not gonna go meet them right away.
Whoop, whoop.
All right. To the vaults.
Dustin mentioned steak, not ham.
Ham?
Bacon.
All right. You
Egg.
eventually get to a set of stairs and make your way down the stairs.
Walking fast. Faces past.
Why do the walls have faces?
But this is not homebound.
Dustin, did you eat a mushroom again?
Just meat.
Pocket bacon.
Just in case, because even though this is the vaults, this is also like not the main area of Lulu's home. I'm gonna check the door for traps.
All right, investigation.
Because there was a trap in her fucking house. There's probably a trap in her fucking basement.
What do you mean?
It makes sense to me.
Security
Where's my
systems.
investigation? There it is. Looks fine to me.
Yeah, totally fine.
Okay. Is it locked? I'm gonna try and
Nope.
turn the knob. Alright. Gonna open the door.
And before you, you see another door and a hallway that goes left or right.
A door.
A door.
A door. From what I remember, which way will get us to the sewers quickest?
Straight ahead.
Cool. I'm gonna check that door. I'm gonna refresh my page.
I would like all three of you to roll Arcana.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna go great.
I
This is
know.
gonna be funny.
Yeah, it is actually.
Uldren. This circle of runes down here looks pretty magical.
Really?
And you
don't say.
With an 18, you recognize some of these runes as being healing.
But they're reversed.
I don't think we're gonna need it, but just in case, that thing over there will get us, back up into shape if we get hurt down here. This isn't trapped though, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna open the door.
Covering up my head.
Nothing happens.
Making my way down the hallway.
And some stairs. And you find another runic circle.
What's this one do?
This one, you're pretty sure does, like, this is a buff of some kind.
I'm gonna sidestep onto it.
What are we doing with the elementalism?
Elementalism. The beckon air says that it can open doors.
Okay. The door!
Since
Oh.
elementalism is just essentially bending the basics.
All right, Uldren. For the next hour, you have advantage on intelligence checks.
Oh, good. I can investigate things.
But still, my point is, I don't have to touch the door to open it.
That's true.
But what if the door's latched?
Well,
Yeah.
then we're back to square one.
And also, if there's some kind of trap that activates with the door opening, it could blow up in our faces. I don't know how
Well,
far
yes,
you can
but
do
I
this.
can, because I can do this from here. Or, from here. Wait.
Where'd they go?
Back down the hall.
From here!
Just thumbs up, and I start walking down the hall.
Du-du-du-du-du-du-dum.
Oh, look, another magic circle.
A much bigger a much bigger runic
Yes.
circle,
Totally
yeah.
safe,
Sorry,
guys!
what? Totally inconspicuous.
This one's fine! Dustin, this one's yours!
No, you recognize runes as guarding against death.
Just in case we should step on this one. Boop.
Is that a bit of a drop, or I think I'm just gonna take the stairs.
Dustin
these
going
stairs?
the long way around.
Yep, stairs. Hello.
All
Alden
right.
just looks at Arapsis and like, one of those days, I'm gonna shove that dodo off a fucking tower. Teach him how to fly.
I mean, at the very least, you can teach him how to jump.
Perception. Did I hear that? I'm kidding.
You're right next to me. I wasn't trying to be stealthy about it.
I heard that.
I told Sasha I wouldn't push you off the spire.
All right. For the next 8 hours, you all have protection from death.
Ooh. Is it like a death ward or?
It is death ward.
Cool.
Ooh.
But what are these stairs?
So if you drop to 0, you drop to 1 instead, and the spell ends.
Nice. That, I believe, would be the sewers to Moonladrien.
Where we need to go, right?
Yeah. Just, be on your guard. They're watching the surface level, not so much the underground, so things kind of proliferate down here. At least they used to. They probably did even more now.
What do you mean by things? You mean
Like,
things harmful?
yeah, like creatures that would, kind of go around in dark and dank places.
Does any explosion happen?
No. But you see some
There's like-
brightly colored plants beyond the door.
Well, if you're done looking at circles, I'm going to look at plants.
Okay. Have I seen that room before?
You have not.
Hmm.
Before, you were pretty single-minded and headed for the Horde Vault.
Yeah.
Rapsis, roll me nature.
You'd think I'd have something in that. Ah, well, luck of the dice.
You can identify most of what is here. There's some medicinal dragon gold moss. There's some toxic cave berries. Mugwort root's good for stabilization. Arbor fungus might make you feel a little funny, and you're not quite sure what the red mushrooms do.
Hmm.
I'm going to take what empty vials I have and put the ones that I know are poisonous kind of
Okay.
grouped into a vial.
All right. You collect 1 vial's worth of caveberry, which do 2d8 poison per round for 4 rounds.
Oh, to be clear, I'm gathering these and giving them to Uldren.
Yes, I'm letting you know what they do.
Because
these-
I'm stating that right now.
No,
I don't use poison. What do I need?
No,
this
these
stuff
do
for?
not
The
exist
werewolf
in
over
D&D
there.
Beyond, so you will need to write these down.
Okay.
That's why I was also pointing it out, because I'm like, I'm not writing these down because I'm handing them off.
All right, party inventory boy.
There is now
Yep.
literally a party inventory.
I know, it makes me
Mhm.
so happy.
But in this situation, it's literally me just going, oh, these are for Uldren. Okay.
Okay.
So that was the cave berries.
Yep.
Was there
2d8
one-
poison per round for 4 rounds.
And was there another poison? Or just something that made them uncomfortable? You
There
said?
was an intoxicant.
Yeah, no, I would give that to him too.
Okay. Arbor
Maybe
fungus.
for once he won't punch them to knock them out.
Okay. Then there was mugwort root, which is a stabilizer.
Yeah, I'd take that one.
And dragon gold moss, which does a d10 of healing for 3 rounds.
I'll leave that to our upset as well.
Yeah. All right. So, what was the stabilizer called?
Mugwort root. There's still one
the poisoning
unidentified
drugs.
moss and an unidentified mushroom.
I was gonna take the mushroom, like not take, but you know.
Okay.
I will come over and kind of give those a sniff and kind of see if I can tell whether they're like dangerous or not. I probably can't ascertain like specifically what they do, but whether they're dangerous
Nature check.
or not. Okay.
What
Which
was
I have
the-
advantage on because it's an intelligence check.
Mhm.
What was the healing one?
The healing one was dragon gold moss. You know both of these to be psychotropic.
More drugs. Into the bag.
All right. One of them is called Stargazer moss. And the other is Scarlet Elf Cap.
How much healing was the dragon gold moss?
1d10 for 3 rounds.
Have I heard of those in my years as a criminal?
Ooh. History
Because
check
contraband and shit.
with advantage.
Yep, because it's intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you either have a 14 or a 14.
You know, Stargazer Moss is super trippy. Like, synesthesia level.
That's a fun time.
You're not quite
Hold
I
on,
sure.
just flash back to all
You're
of
not
like
quite
my
sure about the red
college level
mushrooms.
psychology courses.
Uldren kind of looks at Dustin with his already seeing into the astral plane. And like...
You mean the ethereal plane?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that.
We should just take the mushrooms too. I mean,
I'm taking a bit of all of it. Not all of, not like the whole pile, but a little bit of all of it. I'm taking samples.
That's fine. That's fine.
see,
I'm
sometimes
gonna
going
leave
off of the
behind-
path.
I'm gonna leave behind like 3 of my gold. As payment. Because we're not stealing, we're buying from them.
Exactly.
This is
Well,
fine.
if that's the case, puts 5 gold down.
How kind of you.
Character growth. Now, when we get to town, though, free range. Yoink, 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 yoink.
So, I did think of one other thing to do. Arapsis pulls out their lantern.
All right.
Good point. We could use a bit of light down there.
Well, it's not just that. I'm looking for other things.
Okay, hold on. Let me update your token on the next map. Or I'll do that once we get to the next map.
Don't want surprise vampires in my life.
All right. So y'all heading down the stairs into the sewers?
Making our way
Yep.
downstairs.
All right.
Might as well.
As you do, I need you all to make dexterity saving throws as the stairs turn into a slide and you all go swoosh.
Well,
Rapsis lands on his feet. Dustin barely lands on his feet, and
Owen does
Rapsis.
a backflip.
Yeah. All right.
Hey guys.
What did you do?
Eyes out.
You are here. And you land in the most disgusting water you have ever smelled.
Nope.
But the room is ringed with fire.
Standing on the wall. On the wall.
The
No!
wall that's on fire.
No, like the straight wall up of the somewhat pit it looks like here, I assume.
Mm-hmm. You
Well,
all
just,
go
like, gets
sploosh,
out
but
and,
you
like-
don't get soaked.
Yeah. Owen like gets out of the water and like shakes off as
Oh.
if he was in werewolf form, but he's not.
Uldren, with your
Smells like
passive
port.
perception, you're going to notice the fire doesn't seem to be giving off heat or smoke.
I'm gonna pick up I'm guessing there's like pieces of like wood and crates like we see here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pick up one of the pieces of wood that looks about as dry as can be in this environment,
Mm-hmm.
and use it to like poke at the flame, see if it catches on fire.
It does catch on fire.
Mm.
Okay. Good news, we're not gonna cook alive. Bad news, it's gonna burn. I'm guessing we can't see through the flames, so we can't see where the door is. So
Correct.
can I remember from memory, like, were the flames here last time I was here?
No.
Okay. Can I remember where the door was at the time?
There are 3 doors to the east, west, and south.
Okay. I'm gonna try and use my control flame to like shut down the flames on because it's up to a 5-foot cube
Mm-hmm.
where one of the doors is. I want to extinguish.
Okay, which one?
Well, it's the closest one. Let's go east.
All right. There is a locked door in front of you.
Gonna lean down a little bit and inspect what I can of the door here.
Okay. It seems to be rusted closed.
Okay. No traps or anything, though. It's just
No.
they're trusting the rust to basically keep it shut.
Rust in rust.
Do I have anything I can use on this?
Is the door stuck?
It's rusted shut. Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to get out of that cesspit down there?
Well, where am I gonna go? The room's on fire. Please
Yeah,
down
you
here.
can stand on the ground. It's not like it doesn't give off heat. Just don't touch the flames.
Uldren, you start to hear a chewing noise coming from somewhere in Dustin's direction.
Dustin, get out of the water.
Yeah. Gonna start moving slowly towards the south side of the
Dustin, there's
map.
something in the water with you. Get out of the fucking water.
Try not to startle it, okay?
As you get out of the water, Dustin, roll me a d4.
All right.
Where's your silvered
That could either be
short
good
sword?
or bad.
Where's your silvered short sword right now?
Are you asking rhetorically or legitimately?
Legitimately.
Both?
Both.
Both. Good.
Both is good.
Okay. Both is good. Okay.
It is into your inventory, but where is it on you?
Technically labeled as equipment, so it's probably attached to a belt.
All right. There is a tiny rust monster chewing the shit out of your short sword. Your silvered short sword.
Gonna take the butt of the pistol and just kind of like try and just kind of like try and knock it off.
All right. You were able to do something. And it's a cute little bugger, but yeah, no, it's eating your shit. And it falls back
I
into
wanna
the
try
water,
and-
and you see a few more of them in the water and kind of skittering around. Very
I was
small.
gonna say I would like to try and grab it before it falls back in the water.
Okay. Roll
try and
me
snatch
roll
it.
me an unarmed strike.
Okay. No, it would see me.
Yee.
13.
It gets out of your grasp. It just escapes your grasp.
I just want to check something. If whether I'm smart enough to think of this. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, Arapsis, your wind trick thing. Can you freeze water with it?
No. Unfortunately, my control of water is probably the weakest. My abilities for that is, well... There's just like a cool mist that sprays in a 5-foot area. Or subsequently, they bring out a cup and water forms in a cup.
That is refreshing, but
And for you, with your lupine senses, this you really want to get out of these sewers. This is 15-year-old fetid water.
Yeah. Do I see the hinges on the door? Like, does it open our way?
It
or
opens
does it
out.
Open away. Okay.
Didn't you say there were more doors?
Yeah, I was kind of trying to think if I could try and pry that one open, but
Then why waste
I'll
all
go...
this time on one?
If you've been here before, there has to have been a door that's been opened sometime.
Well, maybe
sometime in the
years.
past. Yeah, 20, 25, something like that, yeah.
Months?
At least once.
Either
I'm
way,
gonna,
next door.
again,
Let's look.
Control flames, extinguish, and check that door.
All right. It is also locked, but not rusted.
See, I feel like the Three Stooges. We're just like, well, what do we do with the rusted door? And I'm like, what? You numbskulls, move on!
I love how doors are the real BBEG here.
Right,
Always.
right. That's why I'm like, guys.
Just in case, I'm gonna extinguish on the third door and have a look at that one.
Not rusted, also locked.
Okay. Are there keyholes on those doors?
Yes, there are.
Keyholes we can look through?
You know, in this moment, I truly wish I had a big key.
One of
perhaps
them.
To shake.
Which one can I look through?
The current one. I will...
Okay.
That's what you see out the door. Through the keyhole.
Okay.
This is how little you listen.
Well...
Turns into mist.
I was gonna say we could open that one, but there's a monster behind it. Or we could check the other one.
Arapsis disappears through the keyhole.
Dum 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 dum. I don't
Like
know
through
why
the
they
keyhole,
always
like
believe.
I thought you wanted to check if there was any vampires. How are you gonna use your lantern when you're mist? You're gonna have to reform at some point.
Whoop! Is it locked on this side?
It is.
Just knocks on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
Dustin, you hear somebody knocking on the door near you.
Who's there?
Well, it's mostly safe. Just, don't get near the things that eat metal.
Sounds like a good plan.
Work at unlocking the door.
All right, roll me a sleight of hand check. Plus proficiency.
Yep, I have proficiency in sleight of hand, so that works. How's a
Yeah.
25?
No problem. I mean,
I'm just gonna show up, like,
I
look at
think
the
I've
door
done
and
this
like,
before. Click. There it
wait,
goes.
no, hold on. That's just a latch here. Just slide a credit card between the door and the frame.
pretty much.
Alright, just put that back in my back pocket.
Yes, it's actually just a loop around, and there's just rust monsters. With the babies, you'd think you'd imagine that, but I guess not.
Well, I mean, you can mist. I can just not be seen. Dustin, you're wearing a brand new coat of armor. A
Yep.
very shiny metal
Then,
sword.
meanwhile, there's snack
Yep.
time.
Okay, the direction that you want to head is over here.
Okay.
So not far from where you're at.
I'm gonna check that door. So it's been a long while since I've been here. Like,
It's been a while.
you know,
And it's been a while.
Dustin was still going goo goo gaga when I was down here, so I don't remember exactly how everything is here. I'm gonna check that door, see if it's trapped, locked.
Not trapped, not locked.
Might I? How much of your childhood do you remember, Dustin? Like, childhood.
Decent amount. About as much as most anybody else, I would say.
Does time seem to pass in a normal amount of time in that circumstance, or is it, I don't know, seem like everyone else around you maybe moved a little faster?
No. Seemed about normal, best as I could tell. Then again, I can't necessarily perceive the intricacies of the inside of another person's brain, so. What?
Then my
You
point
aged at about the
is-
same rate as your friends. As far as you could tell.
My point is you only have comparison. How do you know if you're aging appropriately? How do you know if you won't be longer? How do you know what your lifespan truly is? Found any gray hairs?
Maybe from stress.
I mean,
Well, I guess that's
I was going to
I
say,
guess I didn't take
Dustin
that
has
into
more
account.
hair than I did at 30.
right.
How long have you been 17?
6 months.
11 years!
Dustin's like, what are you talking about? I look totally different than I did 20 years
11
ago.
days!
I've got this line right here. And we're like, what line? I don't see, this one. You see it. It's right here. And we're like, there's no line there.
You mean my friends were lying to me?
You've maybe got like a couple at your, like 1 or 2 gray hairs at your temples, and that's probably stress induced.
I would not be surprised.
While they're talking, I'd like to try and either see through the keyhole if there's one, or listen through the door.
Okay, you hear, with your passive perception, you hear the skittering of what you assume to be more rust monsters.
Oh,
Bigger,
good.
full-sized.
It sounds like you're probably going to have to fight some.
Well,
Goody.
we either go down the way that you've seen, or we go down the way that we haven't seen yet.
Well, I get the feel. Well, that was
One of the
just
few.
mostly sewers. Mostly just a box around with rust monsters kind of lining the entire hallway. So this, I at least suppose, is the direction you're talking about. A bit more directly than what I saw.
I'm gonna crack the door open a little bit and have a peek.
But yes, this still looks a bit more direct than what I saw.
However, there seems to be a good deal of rubble blocking your path.
But unfortunately, I do have terrible news.
What's the good news?
Oh no, it just walks in the other door. It's just, it was kind of benign.
Okay.
Uldren just like blink, and just jump across the water here.
All
So
right,
is
it's
this
a
like
bit
a
slippery and
full-size
slimy,
cave-in?
so roll me a dex check on your landing.
Okay. Any kind of acrobatics or just straight dex?
Acrobatics.
Okay. Feel a bit more confident with that.
Yeah, you manage not to fall on your ass or continue sliding in that direction.
Erapsis
Good.
is going to take the long way. AKA, they're going to walk up this wall and then around and then land over here.
Just like...
Dustin, from where you can see, you
Slowly.
passed the only way to get across here.
Ah,
Come on, Dustin.
It-
This is a jump to the
Carefully.
left.
carefully.
Is it a full-sized cave-in
Slowly.
front of us?
Yes.
Hmm.
So your option is to probably go north to get around.
Which there's another cave-in up there.
But it only partially blocks the path.
Okay. Well, let's go have a look. Jump.
No.
Gotta get a bit of a running start. Hit.
All right, acrobatics check, Dustin.
Can I see what I can see?
Yes.
Vroom. Vroom.
Oh yeah, you get across no problem. No face planting into the wall. You're all good.
We haven't discussed whoop sim.
I place a portal right
Signs.
here.
Okay.
I place
Okay.
another portal right here.
Hold on. Let me zoom out so I can see where you're pinging. Oh, okay.
That's why I'm like, can I see what I can see? All right.
Yep.
Now you're thinking with portals.
All right. Assuming you
You
all
did
go
this to
through.
yourself, Kate. Yep.
I'm in a wall! I'm in a wall!
Quiet, you.
I mean, you went through one.
Uldren, you recognize this section, and you're pretty sure that the door you want is down here.
Hmm.
However, there is a sign outside of it. Only those with human senses may open this door.
Hey, Dustin.
Hmm.
I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder and like,
Eh.
Apsis, could you give us a way next to that door over there?
All right, only got two more. Well, this will be one more.
I'm gonna pull Dustin back through the portal with me.
Okay.
Don't know if you read Elvish. This basically says that only those with human
No.
senses can open this. So, after you.
I'll
It's an odd bit of
I heard you,
racism to find in the elven capital, you know.
I mean, it kind of makes
What a
sense.
good way to
You
have a
don't
good
expect
lock.
to see humans here.
Yeah. I'm just thinking to myself, do I have that holy symbol still? I
You
think
should.
I still have that, right?
You should.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know why I never actually put it into my inventory. May have to do that just so I can keep track
Because
of
you
it.
never check it.
But I've been checking it like 10 times tonight so far.
So far.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna grab the holy symbol and just kind of like hold on to that and reach out for the door.
All right.
It's like, okay, I can't really see it because now it's dark.
I'm gonna control flames on Aropsis's horns. How about now?
Now you can see the door without
Better.
issue.
That's much better.
Holds up lantern again.
All right. As you enter the room, you
It's the
see
glint
it is
tent.
filled with piles of keys. I need you all to make investigation checks.
Okay. We're still within the
Because
hour,
there is
so-
a ladder leading upward with a locked exit.
Dan.
So much for those human senses.
Come on, Dan.
Okay, Dustin, because you're holding the holy symbol, you get advantage.
Like,
I'm not going to allow this to pass.
so much for human senses.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Arapsis and Uldren, you immediately notice the red key amongst all of the silver keys.
I'm really glad
So-
I brought this lantern.
So what you're saying is Dustin not only has no object permanence, he's also colorblind.
Correct.
Red, green,
Huh?
colorblind specifically.
Dustin, we're over here.
It's canon now.
It's kind of now.
That must have made the Zetish orc love thing very interesting. Shades of gray loving each other.
Raps, what are you talking about? You've always been gray.
And it's funny that you mentioned the whole thing about tieflings only being able to see in shades of red, because if you guys didn't have a light source coming in here, it was going to make it real hard to find a red key.
Yeah.
And that's what I was like. I do have this lantern, this magic lantern thing that, I did have to hunt vampires.
All right.
Shakes lantern.
Yoink.
So
It's black
once
and white
you
and red
once
all
you
over
reach
the
the
visual
surface,
field of the party.
once you reach the surface, where are you headed? This will get you near the park. Is that where you're headed?
We're gonna head to a spot where we can see the park while remaining inconspicuous ourselves.
Okay, that'll be that heavily wooded area at the west end of the park. So we're just gonna go back
Right.
to the big map.
You might call this hood up.
All right, let me get a token to throw you guys on the map. You are... Ah! Ginormous. Ah! Oh my god. There we go.
Where we go? Where we
Yeah.
go?
You guys are here.
I was so zoomed in on the map.
All right.
Talk about hyperfocus.
So you guys are pretty much right there.
Straight up the tree.
Aropsis, what do your vampire eyes see?
Trees, bitch!
Yep, lots and lots of trees. You see displacer beasts prowling the streets along with the occasional guard. And you can tell that there is a heavier presence around House Estrella.
Makes sense.
We never got a response back from our contact, did we?
No, you did not.
Nothing. We're gonna have to trust that she's here. I'm gonna tap Dustin on the shoulder and like, all right, let's go. And I'm gonna stay within 10 feet of him and go to like the edge of the trees to try and see through the park. If I can see Alora.
You do not see anyone headed your direction.
Well, should we just wait around, or do you think we should take a more proactive? Because like I kind of like the idea of like going into the bag and then just misting our way into wherever we need to go, and just kind of like dead of night drop.
If we could get to a higher vantage point so we can have a better look at the situation, I want to try and figure out guard patterns around the building where they're keeping Anara.
Okay.
And if we can see through windows, see any kind of
This time I want
any
you to
kind
roll
of
me
movement
perception.
patterns. Low roll. 16.
There appear to be 2 guards stationed outside of Anara's house. Significantly more around House Estrella. Like, House Estrella seems to be on lockdown.
Arapsis, are you able to go like up in your mist form, or are you just, kind of 2D?
Let's take a look.
That's a good question.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Let me take a look at your character sheet.
It's anything with like how Baccarin got away from us in the first place. Now, that was like whoosh, they're up out of range. I cannot hit them anymore.
Oh, that's in Grim Hollow, which I don't have on hand at the moment.
I can pull it.
Oh, how dare.
What?
I know.
Grim Hollow Vampire.
Well, no, but the actual ability I know was put in somewhere in my notes. Unfortunately, it's just a bit of notes.
You have a flying speed of 20 feet.
Okay, I'm like, I knew that there was some speed, I just didn't know how fast.
Yeah, that's where I was too. I'm like, I know there's some kind of speed, but I don't remember exactly. Oh, there it is.
A lot at the Grim Hollow.
My note is very small on this. And then the actual wording is much bigger. Like, it's one of those things where the ability on my character sheet is like this big, and then you click it and it makes a thing this big. Yeah, you are weightless, have a flying speed of 20 feet, can hover, and can enter a hostile creature's space and stop there. In addition, if air can fit through a space, then you can as well.
Whee!
So you could
You
go in
cannot
someone's
pass through
lungs.
liquid.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Go in someone's lung and then reapparate.
You have advantage on strength, dex, and con saves, and are immune to not all non-magical damage.
That's pretty good.
Any object you
all-
are holding or armor you are wearing merges into your mist form or immediately drops.
Yeah. Uldren is gonna kind of call out to Rapsis and could you have a look if there's an entrance from the roof or if there's any windows open?
Well, I mean, technically, my other form is slightly faster.
True, this one is also stealthier.
Yes, but most people don't look for a small bat.
Good point.
Bat?
What's your bat speed?
30.
Okay.
That's what I mean. It's a little faster. that's what I mean. Not much, but it's a little faster, and it's just literally a small bat. So really tiny bat. I mean, even so, I don't expect they're looking for a tiny bat.
Hold on. I'm pulling up stats for a couple things.
That's why I love that it is specifically tiny bat. So it is specifically that cartoonish itty bitty bat that flies away.
Okay. Roll me stealth at advantage. As bat.
Damn. 24.
Yeah, the displacer beasts do not notice tiny bat. All right. You can see on the roof that there is a what is the word I'm looking for? There's like a balcony on the upper level but none of the windows seem to be open. And none of the doors.
Yeah, we can work with that.
That's what I would expect. Kind of loop around a little bit before making my way back towards the trees. Just a bat living in the trees. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, this bat has tiny glowing horns, so I think it's a Rapsis.
Cue Robin Williams Fern Gully voice. Let's go.
My name is Batty.
Right?
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting question. Because if you're in Mistfall, things kind of merge with you. So if we're in the bag, how does that impact us?
Well, as long as you come with me, then when I exit, you're there.
All right, Dustin, hop in.
Uppies, Dustin, uppies.
I need perception checks from all of you.
Much better.
Like I said, uppies, Dustin, uppies.
As you're crawling into the bag, Uldren, you hear the shattering of glass in the distance. And a scream.
I'm gonna like go in and like something's wrong.
Plan B?
I think so. Which way did the sound come from?
Anara's.
Just like, now. And I just like go into the bag. Yeah, like inside the bag. I would imagine it's because like it's basically a whole ass pocket plane in there.
Yeah, you can breathe and all of that. That's not a problem.
Yeah. Which I don't remember if
There's pacing room for you, yes.
Yeah, it's a whole ass ancient woodland and a small sea in there.
Yep.
So, there's actually one thing that I never asked. So, the descriptions of everything for the movement speeds,
Mm-hmm.
are those base movement speeds?
What do you mean?
I imagine so.
I mean, I have 2 different abilities from 2 different classes that increase my movement speed.
Not in mist form.
So that's why I was asking. I'm like, I have both Rover from Ranger and my monk increased movement
When you have
speed.
feet.
Yeah, I'm like that's valid. I'm in.
Yep.
I mean, I would imagine you can still dash in mist form, but you know,
Yes, you can
Yeah,
still
no.
dash, but
You can still monk dash, but it's still
I just imagine Lumpy Space Princess now. Oh my god.
I'm just dashing, just little thought noises.
All right.
Just tooting across the air.
It takes you a bit to get over there, but when you do... Ignore the rain. That was part of the map I couldn't undo.
Oh no, I'm here
it's
for
only
dramatic
raining now.
rain. Dramatic rain!
By the time we arrive, it is pouring rain and there's lightning in the sky.
Well, that's
like
never
the opening
good.
sequence from Link to the Past.
Right. This is never good. Never good.
Listen.
It's
All right.
only raining here.
As you touch down, you see the guards that were originally positioned outside the house dead on the ground, and the front door open.
Uldren, go.
The Uldren is like coming out, sees that, and like Plan Z, and just.
I'm just like, go.
Yeah, Uldren is
Uldren,
like, you know,
it's you.
full on Venom mask on.
Plan W. What does the W stand for? Werewolf.
Hold on, let me make sure that you've got the right.
I'm still gonna like reach into the bag and like get a grab of Dustin and pull him out and like we're going now. And then like sling the bag around my shoulders and I'm going for the door. I am fucking triple dashing there.
What did he say?
You see the signs of a fight inside. There are blood splatters on the floor, the wall.
I'm guessing fresh blood.
Yes, very.
Yeah, you know what to say. Time to go.
Whoosh.
I'm currently ignoring any door that is closed. I'm just following the blood.
And I'm assuming I'm just like stuck to Uldren at all of this.
Yeah.
Not me.
You found the kitchen. Congratulations.
Woo!
I'm still looking for survivors or anything, you know?
All right.
Uldren is looking
Continue.
for one thing and one thing only.
All right. Let me get you to the next floor. Hold on.
Yep.
But that's exactly where it is. It's like Aldrin's in full revenge mode. And Araps is like, I'll clear the building. It's okay.
Yeah. How this is like, clear. Uldren is just...
Yep.
All right, there you are to the second floor.
There are no brakes on this fucking train.
Forget breach and clear, just breach.
And just as you reach the bedroom, you take a look out the open balcony door and you see a figure dashing away.
I am dashing after them.
All right. What is your
Like,
speed?
we're talking... I have a base 40, so since I'm dashing as an action and bonus action, that's 120.
All right.
If we go into initiative, my first turn will be 150.
We are not
the
going
first
into
turn only.
initiative. You are in pursuit of the masked and hooded figure running away from what you knew to be your daughter's house in a scene with lots of blood. And from your smell, you can tell this is more than one person's. There was
But there was no body.
no.
Okay.
You seem to be keeping pace with them. So you are not currently catching up. They are just as fast as you.
Dustin, will you be safe?
Okay.
I think at this point, safe is less of a concern.
I'll be back then. Arapsis has joined the pursuit. My triple movement speed is 195.
All right. You managed to catch up with
55 plus 65 plus 65. Hi.
I'm just putting them outside the window because it makes it way easier. So
Hi, Uldren. Bye, Uldren.
Since I'm keeping pace and I see Arabs is like dashing ahead, I'm just like, there's even like right now in my fucking like blood frenzy mind, I'm like, there's no way I'm catching up. However, I have 150 feet of spike growth. Boom, centered on them, on the one who's escaping.
you hear a female scream as they fall prone in the spikes.
So I imagine they would take a 2d4 piercing.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, like catching up is just within like 6 seconds, just on them.
Yeah. And Arapsis, you can tell this person is very worse for wear.
We're here to help. Just stop.
No, I have to stop them. They took her.
Took
Head perk. Uldren, plan Z.
And you watch as she pulls the mask down and the hood off, and you see
They're just gonna say direction. I'm already faster than you.
I immediately dropped the spike growth.
And you can tell she has gotten the shit beat out of her. Your sister. She took her. And that's where we'll leave tonight.
Well, Uldren, do you remember when we discussed burning a house to the ground and pissing on the ash?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful! I'm glad that in these circumstances we can find ourselves agreeing on certain things.
All right. And we will pick up there in 2 weeks in pursuit of your sister?
Mm-hmm.